Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about how to manifest your dream life. And we're going to do a little step-by-step of everything that you need to do to get what you want. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to sit down, and this is going to be a little journaling scripting prompt. So you're going to pretend like you're at the end of the year. Whenever you're watching this video, you're going to pretend like the end of the year where you got everything that you've ever wanted. And you're gonna write from that perspective. You're gonna write something like, I'm so grateful for this year. I'm filming this video in 2023, so I would be like, I'm so grateful for the year 2023. This was my year. This year is like when everything that I've ever wanted happened, and when I got everything that I've ever wanted. And then you're gonna build on that. You're gonna talk about why it was like the best year ever, and all of the things that you got this year, and all of the events and people that you met that made your dream life possible, all of the things that happened this year that made your dream life possible, that really lifted you out of where you were and into your like dream life. So that is the first thing you're gonna do, because what you're doing essentially is you're expanding your reality, you're expanding your mind, and you're expanding the realm of what is possible for you. Basically, if you can't even imagine like all of the things that you want coming true and happening, then it's gonna be very hard for you to get there. But if you do this exercise first, then when things starts to happen, it's gonna almost feel like familiar and almost like expected, because you've already envisioned this once before. And the key to this, as always, is to not only list the events that happen and the people that you met, whatever you want to write down, but to really get into the feelings that you felt. Because as always, that's going to be the driver of everything. Your feelings and emotions are what's going to align you to your goals and dreams. So it's really important to envision that and sort of live in the end result and all of the feelings and emotions that you feel. And that's why writing something like, I'm so grateful for this year, or this has been like the best year of my life, will really help, because it'll help kind of trigger those emotions. So that's basically step one. For step two, after you've done this, when you're kind of in this really high vibration mode of gratitude and all of your feels, you're going to make a vision board. This can be a digital one or a physical one. Some people have preferences. Some people think physical ones work better for them. It's really up to you, but the trick to vision boards is, again, to be kind of selective with your pictures and the images that you choose to put on your vision board. So basically, if you are putting pictures of things that you realistically know you will probably get, then it's not going to give you that kind of like excitement of awe and wonder, and it's not going to kind of trigger the same feelings. So you want something that is a little bit outside of the range of what you really want. It's that whole like, if you want to manifest a certain amount of money, add a zero to it. Because you want to, again, expand and think bigger and dream bigger. It's like that saying, like, shoot for the stars. If you miss, you'll still land on the moon. It's kind of like that, where you just want to make sure that you're not thinking too small, which is what I think a lot of people struggle with. Because sometimes when we're making goals, we're like, well, I want to be realistic. I want to make sure I can actually get these goals. But sometimes if you're only putting goals that you already know you're going to hit, then you're not really, in a way, you're limiting yourself, and you want to dream bigger. And then the third thing that you're going to do is you're going to make a little timeline for yourself. And this is where you're kind of merging your dreams and turning your dreams into your goals. Because when you give yourself a timeline, it makes everything a lot more realistic. And this is not so that you can like look at it and, I don't know, like feel bad if it didn't happen. So you're going to write down a timeline of when you want everything to happen. But if it doesn't happen, then don't be sad about it. What you want to do is kind of reflect on why it didn't happen and what actions you can take to make it happen. And I think this is the part that is sort of very essential, because it's fun and easy to dream big. But when you're turning your dream into goals is when you're gonna realistically have to sit down and write out like the actions that you have to take, your daily actions, your weekly actions, your monthly actions. And that's why the timeline is so helpful, because you're kind of putting into perspective what you really have to do if you want to manifest all the things that you want. And this is going to be a little blueprint for the actions that you're gonna have to take in order to realistically get you closer to your goals and dreams. And this is gonna really help if you struggle with procrastination, like I do, because when you're able to visually on paper or on like your computer screen lay out what you have to do in terms of days, weeks, and months, it will just really inspire and motivate you to actually do those things and to stop procrastinating, because you're gonna realize that in order to get to where you want to be, this is what it's gonna take. And it's gonna help you sort of get out of your own way, because you're gonna realize that the only thing holding you back is yourself. And then the last thing that you have to do, which is probably the most important thing that you have to do, is to detach from these things. Which sounds so crazy to me always, because it's like you're gonna sit down and think about all of the things that you want and how happy and how amazing it's gonna be to get all of these things. You're thinking about all of the actions you're gonna take to get there, but then you're supposed to kind of detach and let go of everything. And it's so weird and counterintuitive, but yes, that is basically what you have to do. And the reason being, all of the things that you want to manifest, it's all to get you to those feelings and emotions that you want. Feelings of happiness, feelings of accomplishment, joy, gratitude, security, whatever these feelings are. And what you need to realize is that the goals aren't really the goals. The goals are the feelings. You're not chasing after all of these things just because. You're chasing after all of these things because you think it's gonna make you feel a certain way. So focus on that and put in the action, put in the daily, weekly, monthly actions to get to where you want to be. But focus on feeling those feelings. Once you've put in the work and once you've taken your inspired action, let go of the goals and the end results and focus on all of the feelings that you're chasing after. Because at the end of the day, once you get to those goals, yes, it'll be really amazing and you'll be so happy and accomplished and whatever other feelings you're chasing after. But it never lasts that long, because things and accomplishments and people and experiences can only bring you joy and fulfillment and happiness very temporarily. And in order to have sort of lasting contentment and joy, you really have to look within, because that's where you're going to find all of those things. And that's a source that is abundant and it will never run out. So it's so important to look within and find all of these feelings within yourself and realize that you can feel all of those things right now and you don't need to wait to have anything to feel that way. And once you get to that stage and you don't need anything else, then it's going to be extremely easy for you to manifest and get everything that you want. And that's why it's so important to detach from people and situations and outcomes, because when you're in a place where you're good, whether something happens or not, whether you get something or not, then you're really opening yourself up for not only getting what you want, but getting something potentially better. Okay, that's it for today's little video. I feel like it really summarized a lot of the points that I've been trying to make in my previous few videos. So I hope that you found value in today's video, and I hope that this video reached you in a time that was like meaningful and impactful to you. And if you found value in this, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out and helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Let me know what you want to see next, and I'll see you next time. Bye!